Ironman triathlon held at Gordons Bay on Saturday the 31st. And so welcome, Raynard. Raynard, how are you doing?
Okay. Well, Tony, thanks.
Good. Now, you are a triathlete, and just tell us a bit about this particular course in Gordons Bay. I mean, you guys are running for a 3.8 kilometer, well, no, that's a 3.8 kilometer swim, and then you run, and you got a bike ride as well after that.
Well, yeah, Gordons Bay is one of the most beautiful places in the world to actually have an Ironman triathlon, scenic beauty. The winner of the race, he was actually commenting on, nowhere else in the world can you actually be out on the bike and see whales in the water, dolphins, and baboons picking up your water bottles that you just got and running away with them. So definitely one of the most beautiful places in the world to actually do an Ironman race.
Absolutely. Now, this is the second Ironman for the year 2001. The first one was in Malaysia. You participated in that one as well?
Yes, I participated in Malaysia. My third place over there, which I was really happy about. Brian Rhodes of New Zealand won that one. Had an awesome race, and then the German was second. I think he got a lot of flack back home about finishing second. He is one of the greatest triathletes over this distance. So he came to South Africa to prove a point.
Okay, how did you come in the Malaysia one, first of all?
I was third over there, behind the German and the New Zealander.
And the Gordons Bay marathon?
Gordons Bay, I finished second. I was very surprised. I thought Malaysia would have taken a lot out of me, but I managed to hold it together, had a good run, and held on for a good second place.
Your time at Gordons Bay?
My time was actually a lot better than Malaysia. The course in Gordons Bay is definitely a lot tougher on the bike, a lot more hilly. But the Malaysian Ironman, extremely hot, 41 degrees and 95% humidity, so it made going fast almost impossible. It was just a matter of hanging in.
The course, the distances are always the same. Just tell us a bit about the distances, the swim and the run and the bike ride.
Yeah, the distance is always the same, 3.8k swim, 180k cycle, and then a full 42.2 marathon. So the swim is usually the easiest part, just a warm up. Then the bike ride, the guys will try and sort each other out. The stronger cyclists will either try and get ahead to have a gap for the marathon, and then definitely the marathon, the hardest part of the race. I'm sure anybody who runs will know that a marathon is tough on its own.
Absolutely.
But to actually get out there and run after you've been on your bicycle for nearly 5 hours, just for the top guys. I mean, some of the other guys are out there for 9 hours on their bikes.
And you think that the 3.8 kilometer swim is the easiest part?
Okay. Yeah, if you speak to some guys who go to Midmar, what you're looking at a race almost 3 times as far as the Midmar swim. But it really is. It's just a warm up.
Okay. Now this was part of the series for qualification for the World Champs. Have you qualified yourself?
Well, luckily in this race I did qualify. I was hoping to qualify in Malaysia with a third place, but unfortunately they only gave 1 slot to the professional men. In Gordons Bay we had 4 slots for pro men, so finishing second I managed to qualify for the World Champs in Hawaii.
Brilliant. And when are they going to be held?
It will be in October, I think the 6th. I'm not too sure on the date yet. We've got a lot of other things to worry about before we get there.
Okay. Brazil, obviously, which is your next. You're going to participate in Brazil after this?
I'll have a 10-day break now and start preparing for Ironman Brazil. I think conditions will be pretty similar to Malaysia. I prefer racing in the heat. And that's at the end of May.
How big is the sport, coming back to is the sport in South Africa at the moment?
Well, look, I mean, we're definitely nowhere near have the growth of other sports, but I think it's definitely getting there. I think the Olympics had a huge effect on the sport of triathlon. I think it attracted a lot of people to the sport. And then South Africans are just mad about endurance events. Last year we had 250 individuals competing in the Ironman South Africa at the inaugural event, and it tripled to over 750. So a huge growth, and I think next year will be even bigger. I think the coverage for the race will be on Mnet this weekend possibly.
Okay. Yeah.
And I think when people see how attractive the sport is, they will be interested in competing.
What sort of prize money is there for all the races?
Well, usually they range from about $30,000 to $50,000 total prize money. So they'll obviously be split between the top 10 professional men and top 10 professional women. So again, you know, it's good for the South Africans to try and earn dollars overseas, but we're not looking at gold.
It's a lonely sport, though. I mean, you're all by yourself there, 5 kilometers out, or let's say 500 meters away from all the people that are watching. The rest of it, you're all by yourself. I mean, you've got to have good mental strength for that.
I think Ironman is very much just a mental race. Matches where your body gets really tired. But you know, if you can keep talking to yourself, keep motivating yourself, and you know, you'll pull through. But it is definitely a very mental race.
Absolutely. Thanks for coming in. You're going through to the World Champs. When is it again? In October. Okay. Right. Good luck there. That's Raynard Tissink joining us here on SuperSport AM. He came second in the South African Ironman triathlon. That was in Gordons Bay over the weekend, and he's going through the World Champs. So good luck to that man. Let's go across to SuperSport International.